Thank you for attending tonight's match between the Atwater High School Falcons and the Buhach Colony Thunder. First, we'll introduce the non-senior Buhach players. Number 1, sophomore Amy Sofranek. Number 2, sophomore Justine Ramos. Number 4, freshman Elise Fonsavan. Number 5, sophomore Lily Bracamontes. Number 8, junior Jasmine Duran. Number 12, junior Yesenia Lopez. Number 13, freshman Sadie Montague. Number 16, junior Emma Miller. Number 18, junior Allison Miller. Number 19, junior Sierra Rodriguez. And number 20, junior Jasmine Herrera. The Buhach Colony Thunder are coached by Mr. Jose Duran. And now the Atwater High School non-seniors. Number 2, freshman Delilah Medina. Number 3, freshman Sydney Briggs. 4, junior Joy Wilcox. Number 6, junior Yesenia Gonzalez. Number 7, junior Patricia Chavez. Number 8, junior Myra Mora. Number 10, sophomore Myra Zuniga. Number 11, junior Celia Reyna. Number 16, junior Nancy Fuentes. Number 17, sophomore Melissa Lopez. Number 18, sophomore Jasmine Barragan. Number 19, freshman Valerie Ruiz. Number 20, junior Bernadette Sevilla. And number 23 in gold, junior Valeria Perez. Atwater High School is coached by Mr. Steve Meniz and assisted by Mr. Jackie Windsor.
After we do the seniors for Atwater, we're going to do the national anthem on the laptop. Second first play.
All right, and now the seniors for the Buhach Colony Thunder. Number 00, Taylor Briggs, represented by her family, Melinda, Joe, and Sydney Briggs. Taylor would like to thank her parents for supporting her at every game since she was 9 and encouraging her to play her heart out. And a shout out to Caleb and Jamie for coming to almost every game. Next we have number 3, Shannon Kern, represented by her parents, Patrick and Marge Kern. Shannon would like to thank her mom and dad for always being there for me. Next we have number 6, Priscilla Veron. She's represented by Jeannie Duran. Priscilla would like to thank everyone who kept it 100. Number 7, Jackie Reyes, represented by her family, Gabriela and Jesus Reyes. Jackie would like to thank you for always supporting her and her friends who encourage her to always do her best. Number 9, Talia Martinez, represented by her parents, Rogelio and Guillermina. Talia would like to thank her parents for supporting her the past few years and to her boyfriend for going to all of her games. Number 10, Jacqueline Leon, represented by her mom, Christina Leon. Jacqueline would like to thank her coaches and teammates for an amazing 4 years. She would especially like to thank her mother for being both mom and dad all in one and supporting her through everything. She appreciates it so much and loves you. Number 11, Michaela Macias, represented by her mom, Erica Diaz, and grandma, Barbara Collins. Michaela wants to thank her grandma for pushing her so hard and keeping her on track. She wouldn't be who she is without her. She would also like to thank her mom for always supporting her. Number 14, Jennifer Gaeta, represented by her mom and dad. Jennifer would like to thank her family for always supporting her and motivating her and dedicating all of their time to being by her side. She loves you. Number 17, Alyssa Pomnikpik, represented by her parents, Michelle and Paul. Alyssa would like to thank her parents, Jesus and Jaime Duran, and her teammates. She loves you. And team manager Danielle Verderber, represented by her parents Marianne and Gerard Verderber. Danny would like to thank her coaches and teammates for supporting her throughout the years, even with all of her injuries. They still accepted her as a part of the team. She would especially like to thank her mom and dad for pushing her to never give up. And now the seniors for Atwater High School. Number 5, Alyssa Ruiz, represented by Michael and Jennifer Ruiz. To my coaches, Windsor, thank you for all your support. Maniz, you have complete dedication in our team and you never stop believing in us. Jason Durbin, your passion for the sport is remarkable, and not only can you play the game, but you can teach it and relate the game back to a player, and this is why you're such a great coach. Armando Arceo, I appreciate every moment playing for you, and thank you for keeping your promise. This world could use more people like you. It would certainly be a better place. Mima, Grandma, Peppa, thank you for supporting me all these years in my education, sports, and in life. Dad, if it was not for you, I would never have played soccer. Thank you for exposing me to this sport. I truly enjoy playing it with all of my heart. There are many paths in life, and I'm glad I was playing soccer all these years and not out on the streets getting in trouble, and I have you to thank for that. I now understand why you pushed me so hard to always do my best no matter what the task may be. I can now go confidently in the direction of my dreams and reach for the stars and be successful. Mom, you have always pushed me to do my very best in school, and as I now get ready for college, I understand why I am now prepared for the next steps in life. You have always been my biggest supporters, and the wisdom you have given me helped shape the person I am today. I know I can always count on you to be there for me no matter what. As this door closes and another opens, words can't describe how thankful I am that you both have sacrificed for me all of these years. Number 9, Brianna Gonzalez is represented by her mother, Tanya Velarde. She would like to say special thanks to her mother and her sister for always supporting her in all of her endeavors and pushing her to always fight for what she wants. Number 12, Adeline Rojas is represented by her mother, Maria Guzman, and best friend, Joanna Rodriguez. She would like to say a special thanks to her family and friends for being my #1 support. I don't know what I would do without you guys. I appreciate everything you have done for me, and I love you guys. Number 14, Natalia Sanchez, represented by her mother, Maria Barajas. To all of her, she'd like to give special thanks to all of her amazing teammates and coaches. Number 15, Brianna Perez, represented by her mother, Maribel, father Jason, and brother Isaac. Special thanks to her family for all their support and pushing her to be the best, and to all of her coaches for teaching her everything she knows. Number 21, Vanessa Lopez, represented tonight by her mother, Ava Lopez. A special thank you to her coaches, teammates, and family. And finally, number 22, Elizabeth Magana Lopez, represented by her friend, Evelyn Perez. A special thanks to both competitive coaches Jason and Armando, and high school coach Maniz, and to her friends and teammates. All right, as players and family are wrapping up their photo opportunities, we'd like to ask everyone to stand and remove their caps for the playing of the national anthem. All right, good luck to both teams tonight. Coach Mees and Coach Durano would like to take a moment just to thank all the seniors that have put in so much time and effort to their respective soccer programs, many for the last 4 years. Tonight we celebrate them and their families. The scoreboard clock is located directly across the field at the center stripe. The scoreboard clock will be stopped with approximately 2 minutes remaining. Official time will be kept on the field by tonight's officials, Mr. Gilberto Vigil and Mr. Bob Mariah. Good luck to the ladies on both teams tonight. Play hard. You can't hear anything that we say, right?
A little bit. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Special thanks to Coach Brewer for the splendid introductions for tonight's senior night. We are back live on Talon Vision. I'm here with my partner Hans van Warmerdam, commentator, cameraman extraordinaire. He will be assisting me here tonight. Hunter Backstroke, CCC League champion, star swimmer for the Atwater Falcons. So this guy does it all. Just got out of practice about 30 seconds ago. He actually still is in his Speedo in the press box. So girls, if you would like a quick photo op, Hans is charging $2 a photo, and get up to the press box immediately. Thank you very much.
All knowledge that has just been spoken can be disregarded. None of that is true.
Come on. Got to go with it here, Hans. This is Hans's first broadcast, and he will no doubt do a fantastic job. Few records here. The Thunder come in with a league record of 3-8-3, overall record of 6-9-4, coached by Jose Duran. Thunder are having a little bit of an off season this year. Started out slow, had a few wins, a tie, I believe, second round with the Falcons. And we are here again tonight for the last game of league. Other action we will be updating you on. Turlock is playing Pittman tonight. We have kind of the rivalry games. Golden Valley is taking on Merced. And a little bit of league champion, I guess you could say, ramifications. If Turlock were to lose tonight and Atwater would win, Atwater would actually be the outright CCC league champion by way of tiebreaker over Turlock. They beat Turlock 2 games out of 3, and they would be the league champs. So a lot riding on this game. Outside the fact that it is senior night, the Falcons come in with a league record of 7-3-4, overall record 13-5-7, coached by Steve Menees. And we look like we are about to get underway. You ready, Hans?
Absolutely.
Sound very enthusiastic tonight. I'm so excited to be working this game with you as we begin to take, looks like our first touches. Good crowd, very nice crowd for a senior night. Did get some information. In the circle is injured senior Vanessa Lopez. And she has been injured all year. And at the request of Coach Duran, well, it's Coach Menees to Coach Duran, she is actually going to get to have the first touch to start the game. And it's going to go out of bounds. And Buhach will have a throw. Let's see how it goes here. Buhach's going to have a throw. And Vanessa is going to be carried off with her teammates. So a great sign of support and unity with the girls here. As she is carried off, subbed out immediately, but she has had definitely a frustrating season as a senior, it being her last year in high school. She definitely wanted to be out on the pitch for the Falcons, but was unable to due to some unfortunate injuries, but a great sign there. Such a touching show of unity there. I'm sure there are some tears flowing.
Nice choice of words there, Dave. That really captured what just happened.
Thanks. Just agree with me the rest of the night, and we will be fantastic. Here we go. underway here. Falcons working from right to left. First half. Brianna Perez on the ball. She will send it forward. That looked like to be off Valerie Ruiz, starting freshman for the Falcons tonight, playing alongside her older sister, Alyssa. Alyssa comes into tonight's matchup, 14 goals, 1 assist, 29 points, the overwhelming point leader for the Falcons. Next closest would be senior Brianna Perez with 6 goals, 4 assists, bringing her point total to 16. So Alyssa really doing it all for the Falcons all season long. She's been very consistent up in the forward position.
She knows how to write a novel too to introduce her.
That's right. She did have quite the novel for her senior thank yous. As the girls, going out being their last game, want to thank as many people as possible, and Alyssa took full advantage. Had a 3-chapter monologue there kept Coach Brewer on his toes and did an outstanding job. Early reports are that he enunciated every word correctly and everybody could hear him, so fantastic job. Back to the game here. We have Brianna Perez who controls in the middle up to Nancy Fuentes. They play a little give and go action. Ball is back to Brianna Perez. She will look to touch to, that is Melissa Lopez. Looks like had a foul called there. So a throw goes off Melissa into the stands. We will have to retrieve that ball before we can get back to some action here. The Thunder will have a throw. Okay, perfect. Referee is going to pull out. No? I don't know what he's doing. Melissa Lopez is visibly, excuse me if I could talk, visibly upset. Oh, it looks like she had maybe a necklace or some tape on her wrist that, of course, players cannot have as they are on the field of play. Falcons on a quick attack. The Falcons in the black kits moving from left to right. Ooh, tough tackle. Nothing from the officials. Close to the penalty box, but the Thunder will have a throw. How you doing, Hans? We alive? Feeling
yes,
well?
I'm alive. It's quite difficult to manage filming the game as well as talking, so I'm doing my best.
Yeah, you're doing a great job of filming, but could use a little more talking.
You gave me such a hard swim practice today that it's I'm just a little exhausted from head to toe.
Well, you know what? Deal with it. You want to be the star, you got to be the star. Here we go. Falcons control. It's Magana up to looking to find Brianna Perez, but a little off the line. Thunder control in the middle, and we'll turn it right back over as the Falcons clear and get a chance to set up on defense. We have a great crowd, fantastic crowd for tonight's game. Obviously a nice crosstown rivalry, Falcons and Thunder. Always nice to, a lot of these girls go to school together, have been in school together and played on competitive teams together. We have Sydney Briggs, freshman, playing against Taylor Briggs, her senior older sister is the goalie for Buhach, which Daniel so eloquently told us about 15 times last time. So we got that squared away. Falcons will have a throw here. In their attacking, oh no, not a throw, excuse me, free kick. In their attacking third. This is Nancy Fuentes, who scored from about this distance last time. She will send it into the box. Deflected for a second, and the Thunder look to be able to clear it successfully, and they do. Headed right back in by the Falcons. Fuentes on the defense. Ruiz helps out a little bit, and the Falcons look like they will control and be able to clear and set up on defense. Thunder will have a throw in their half of the pitch. Oh, looks like we've recruited Gabby Avila to come record for us. So Hans, looks like you're going to be doing a lot more talking as Alyssa Ruiz. Excuse me, that is Valerie Ruiz on the attack. Chance at a centering pass, but deflected. Falcons still have to be on the attack here. Controls up to Fuentes as she sends it forward for, when she turns around, I will get you that girl's number. That is number 9. Number 9, Brianna Gonzalez, senior for the Falcons. Falcons will have a corner kick, a corner. That ball rolled forever. Valerie retrieves it. It's tough to pick out Valerie and Alyssa. You know, they're both blonde sisters. They look nearly identical. No corner. I don't know what I'm talking about. That is just a throw. Juggled for a bit and looks to be Atwater's throw. Deep in their attacking third. Hans, do you have some insight for us as far as how the game's going so far?
Yeah, it seems that that Atwater's had control, even though it's been only a few minutes. The ball seemed to stay on their offensive side.
Great observation. Falcons had a chance there briefly. Thunder were able to successfully clear. And we will have a throw for Elizabeth Magana. She will throw into Alyssa-Brianna combination there. Brianna clears and sends it forward, looking for a fellow foot. Nice alliteration there. 2 F's, double F.
Yeah, Mr. Rhodes would be very proud.
Hope he's watching here. We are live again on Talon Vision. Controlled by Melissa Lopez. Back to Liz Magana. She sends it forward. Just out of bounds. Thunder will have a throw. It's tough. You know, a lot of these players get as much exercise chasing after balls that go out of bounds than they do actually playing the game. You think these referees could get a few more soccer balls out here. We need some more resources here. What do you think, Hans?
Well, you know, they do run a lot, and I don't think that them running a little extra to get the ball make that much of a difference.
Well, okay.
It's also maybe a conditioning factor. It helps them prepare for games.
Good point. Very good point. So I'll try to give it into some terms that you understand. So you're playing a water polo match, and ball goes out of bounds. You shoot it wildly, as you most often always do. Miss the cage.
Uh-huh.
And then you have to go swim and get the ball. Now you've expended all that energy. Wouldn't it be easier to just have another ball there on the side?
Well, I mean, in water polo, you really couldn't have the ref go get the ball because the ref is standing outside the pool, Dave. I mean, I wouldn't expect a ref to change, jump in the pool, get the ball.
You know, Hans,
when it's only a few feet
I'll just
away
cut you
from
off
me.
right there. Obviously, you're too smart for me and just blew up my analogy, so thank you very much. Thunder will have a throw here deep in their attacking third as we get back to the matchup. Stands are still filling in. This is turning out to be quite the spectacle for a 3,742 paid attendance. Approximately. What a Wednesday night. I mean, who would have thought?
Wow.
Come down to Falcon Field for a Wednesday night soccer matchup. But people have it on the calendar. They love their soccer here in
Not to mention
Atwater.
It's a senior night rival game, possible playoff opportunity.
Not possible. No longer is it possible. The Falcons, thanks for great segue. I mean, you are a pro at this. The Falcons have locked up their first playoff berth in nearly a decade. still a lot left to play for the Falcons. As I mentioned earlier, I will mention for viewers, actually I will hold up here as the Thunder have an attack deep in their zone. Controlled. Cleared by Yesenia Gonzalez. Briefly. Alyssa comes in hard with the challenge. Ooh, that looked to be a, well, I guess I shouldn't say. Yes, it was a handball. I still have good vision. So back to playoff implications. Falcons have locked up a spot in the section playoffs. However, if the Falcons were to win tonight and Turlock, who is playing crosstown rival Pittman, were to lose, the Falcons would be outright CCC league champions by way of the tiebreaker. They would be tied atop the standings in points, and that ball goes straight up in the air, headed forward. They would be tied with in the standings, but Atwater beat Turlock 2 out of the 3 times. This year we've done a double round robin, and then the teams will play each other all one more time. And so they would get 3 matchups, and Atwater beat Turlock 2 out of the 3, so they would control the tiebreaker. That would be a great way to send off these seniors with not only a league championship, a win over Buhach, as they no doubt are looking forward to the playoffs. First time in over a decade. So
wow,
that's
quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's great for these seniors. A lot of these seniors have worked hard for Coach Manise, been on the field for 3 or 4 years. So, great way to send off these seniors. Still got a lot of game left to play as the Thunder control in their half momentarily as it is cleared by Liz Magana. Up to Alyssa Ruiz. Ooh, a hard challenge there. Alyssa playing with reckless abandon. Is that how you say that? Reckless abandon? Abandonment, maybe? I don't know.
You know, I don't really
trying
know
to sound,
what you're trying to say here, Dave.
Trying to sound a lot smarter than I actually am, but that's okay. That will be cleared by Valerie Ruiz. Back to Buhach as they will attempt to get something on in their attacking third here. Shot on goal will be cleared, or excuse me, deflected by Magana and cleared off to the near side of the pitch. See, now that fan got that ball in quickly, efficiently. That was fantastic. Applaud. I want to applaud. I might be the only one, but what a great job. What do you think, Hans?
Well, I think he had to get that ball because it was kind of coming at his face, and if he hadn't, it would have hit him. Or
he could have ducked out of the way. He didn't have to catch it.
Well, no, he couldn't have because his girlfriend is sitting right in front of him.
Well,
and if he hadn't gotten that,
she would have got hit in the face.
That may have been the end of his relationship.
Well, you're right. Probably would have been. Good job, little man. Whoever you are, you just saved your relationship, according to Mr. Van Warmerdam. Ooh, that ball gets through. Who is that over there with the green shoes? Can you see the number right about the 50-yard line?
That is
that Brianna? No, that's not Brianna.
14.
14. Natalia Sanchez. Thank you, Mr. Brewer. Coach Brewer here with the eyes, the binoculars for the eyes. I do not have any of the Thunder roster. Coach Duran did not make enough copies for me. Obviously, he did not realize we would be broadcasting live, Talon Vision. And so, unfortunately, I will sound a little bit foolish as Alyssa Ruiz gets in close, and Taylor Briggs, senior goalie for the Thunder, comes out hard to snatch that ball as it came into the penalty box. Great chance for the Falcons. They will have to quickly recover to defense as the Thunder have a counterattack. And goes just over the sideline. Another great chance for the Falcons. Alyssa Ruiz, our forwards. Brianna Gonzalez looks to be running off for a quick sub here. And also number 12, Ms. Rojas. I don't have a first name for Ms. Rojas, as I'm still getting used to the players, but she will be subbed out for Delilah Medina and number 18. That is 19. Excuse me. Jasmine Berrigan. So they will come on as substitutions for Coach Moniz, see if they can provide a little bit of fireworks for the Falcon offense. That ball will go out of bounds for a Falcon throw. So I'm tired of talking. You can jump on in whenever you want here, Hans. Appreciate that one.
I'm over here stretching. I'm still recovering from that practice.
Oh, you're a big whiner. You're a big whiner.
It's easy to say that when you're the one standing watching me swim all the laps.
I actually got a little sunburn today, so we're out there for a while.
Yeah, the weather does seem to be warming up.
Yeah, it is. It was a hot one today. I actually would have liked being in the pool, so I was a little jealous of you guys. That ball will be moved forward and cleared momentarily, shortly by the Falcons. By the Thunder. Perez on the ball. Will pass off to Fuentes, gets it back from Fuentes in the middle. And will be stolen from by the Thunder as they send it forward. Falcon defense has been exceptional thus far. Melissa Lopez will clear. That really has been story of the game so far as we are coming in on 17 minutes gone in the first half. Falcon defensive back people have done an excellent job clearing any Thunder attacks that come forward. Yesenia Gonzalez, Melissa Lopez, and a few other girls have been doing a fantastic job. Good clearance up to Alyssa, who sends it off to Brianna, sends it forward. That looks to be Jasmine. She is onside. The Thunder players cross in front of one another as they deal with this, and we'll send it out. So Falcons will have a throw deep in their zone. Forwards, midfielders moving forward into the attacking third. Do we have a sub? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Number 4.
Joy Wilcox is
Joy is back into the game for Alyssa Ruiz. So momentary breather for Alyssa as that offensive series goes begging for the Falcons. It will be a goal kick for Taylor Briggs, who, if you weren't with us last game, that is the sister of Sydney Briggs, who Daniel so eloquently told us about, reminded us 27 times. Joy Wilcox with the throw. I really wish I knew the name of this Thunder attacker who is streaking up the field and sends a good through pass, which will go a little far, but that was fantastic. The only credit I could give to her is she is wearing jersey number 1. Way to go, number 1. We will have a goal kick for the Falcons. That ball controlled by the Thunder as they look to get an attack in about midway through the first half. We're winding down on 20 minutes. Falcon Field has had a scoreboard malfunction, so you actually, fans at home, get the privilege and the pleasure of seeing the scoreboard. It is located on the 50-yard line in between, there it is. Gabby gets a good look at it there. It is located in between our 2 benches. Right on cue.
How old is that scoreboard, Dave?
That scoreboard is actually, believe it or not, only 3 years old. That is the water polo scoreboard. We brought it over, and make sure it worked, and it did. It wasn't waterlogged or anything.
It looks much older than only 3 years.
Yeah, it does stand out in the sun for a while, and the chlorine, doesn't do much for its good looks. But so yeah, nice little treat for those of you at home. You actually will get to see the score. Unfortunately, with Play on Sports, we do not yet have the capabilities to have a running score on the feed, on the live feed, so kind of have to update you as we go. And I will do that throughout the game. I'll actually leave that to Hans if he wants to speak up a little bit. That would be greatly appreciated. Yesenia Gonzalez sends that one forward to Alyssa Ruiz back in the game. I do not know who she went in for, but she is back. That will go out of bounds, and Alyssa will have a throw. Into Alyssa. She centers it. Comes to the feet of Jasmine Berrigan. She plays around with it. Brianna Gonzalez. Oh, that was close. She gets a deflection. Sends another shot forward and cleared by the Thunder. Controlled by Melissa Lopez.
Nice footwork
Great
there.
move. Streaking into the penalty box. As the Thunder will get a clearance, but not out of the woods yet.
That was
a great series. Excuse me, cut you off. You want to talk? That's fantastic.
That was another great opportunity by the Falcons. They're demonstrating dominance in their offensive field. The ball hasn't really seen much of the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a testament to the Falcons' great defense thus far. They've been clearing any chances that the Thunder have had and controlling the ball nicely, passing it well. Here's Brianna Perez. She is double teamed. She's been seeing a lot of double teams. She's a center midfielder for the Falcons. A lot of defenses converging on her. But she is the leading assist getter for the Falcons. So she has been passing it around nicely. That was a great clearance from Valeria, our goalkeeper for tonight. Controlled by Brianna. She sends it forward, looking for Alyssa Ruiz. Very close. At one of these times, that through ball is going to get all the way through, connect with Alyssa, and she will look to get one in on goal. Cleared and actually headed forward by Liz Magana. That one's going to come through, and Valeria handles that one very nicely. A little bit of trouble for the Falcon defense in these last couple minutes, but no problem for Valeria. A stone wall in the cage, in the net, as I was so rudely corrected by some of my soccer connoisseurs. That goalie is actually in the net. Did you know that, Hans? They're in the net, not the cage. See, with water polo, it's a cage.
Yeah.
It just sounds tougher. The cage.
Does.
But the goalies at soccer, they're in nets, which doesn't sound as intimidating, but a lot more eloquent. So I'll go with it. Valeria has been in the net and has been between the pipes. Between the pipes. I like that one. The woodwork. Oh, the woodwork. See, I got to bring the woodwork. Yes. Between the woodwork. I love it. We have a clearance from Melissa Lopez. She sends it forward. Stolen by Brianna Perez. Fancy footwork there as she sends it forward. All the way down to the penalty box and cleared by Taylor Briggs. I do know Taylor. That is her name for the Thunder. But that's about it. See, Daniel helped us out there. But I'm going to stop talking about Daniel because he's gotten too much press. There's a crow, boy. And that field goal is good by Brianna Perez. Unfortunately, this is American football, and that does not count. We needed to get that one underneath the crossbar, but a great cross from Alyssa. Alyssa and Brianna, the 1-2 tandem. 1-2 scoring punch, really, for the Falcons. Nancy Fuentes has chipped in a few goals, a junior midfielder for the Falcons. She is third on the team with 4 goals. Again, Alyssa really pacing the Falcon offense with 14 goals on the season. Senior leader, and had quite the monologue this evening as a shot comes in a little bit wide of the woodwork. Valeria will retrieve it. See, she's getting the second soccer ball to have it when Buhach misses again because they've been rather errant with their shots today. This evening, excuse me. As we approach sunset over the magnificent Atwater skyline. I mean, don't you just love this town? I mean, Hans, you're a junior. When you go off to college, I mean, can't you just wait to go to college, experience that for 4 years, and come back to this wonderful city? I mean, just look across right now. We have the magnificent view. I see a few cows over there. And that's really about it.
Yeah, I see a canal, a couple trees, power line, and stop sign.
Looks like home, you know? I mean, looks like home. Falcons have forced a goal kick. Did I say something wrong? Okay. Just got word that Mr. Nathan Braga will be a guest caller at halftime. That will be quite the treat. Never quite know what he will say. He is watching.
You never know. You never quite know what he won't say.
That's a better point. He is full of hot air, I guess. Ooh, tough trip there by Fuentes. She is going to take that ball and send it forward, looking for Alyssa, but intercepted by Buhach as they look to get something going in their offensive third. Falcons have done a great job clearing and defending strongly. Here comes the throw in. Number 10 defended nicely by Yesenia Gonzalez as she will kick it out for a goal kick. Great job there by Yesenia. She actually stopped and let the Buhach defender run right past her. Unfortunately, she ran right over the goal line. And in soccer, there are boundaries, and you cannot do that. That is a turnover. Did you know that, Hans?
I did know that.
Okay.
I have a little bit of soccer experience.
I just wanted to make sure. Help out as often as I can. Sent forward by Melissa, controlled by Alyssa. Nice rhyme there. I'm sure Coach Manise thought that up beautifully. As the lights begin to turn on, warm up at Falcon Field, we approach dusk, which then it will become increasingly difficult to see. And that one comes in, controlled by Taylor Briggs. So that, by my estimations, is the 5th shot on goal for the Falcons. That clearance by Briggs, controlled by Magana, sent forward to Alyssa Ruiz. And will be cleared by the Falcons. Approaching 31 minutes in the 40-minute first half. 0-0 ball game, or match. Should we say match? Ball game? It's not really a, I mean, is it a, yeah, it's a ball game, but what's the technical term? You should know this stuff, Hans.
I think match would be
Match,
more,
okay. 0-0 match.
more appropriate.
Should we say 0-0 or 0-0? That one's sent in. Valeria will wisely let it travel over the goal line for a goal. Kick. And see, she let that one, she got the other ball, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm glad someone.
She doesn't have to walk to Livingston to get the ball. She's got it right there, and it's great.
I'm glad someone's using your logic.
Yeah.
It'd be great that your knowledge just doesn't go without notice.
Absolutely. I will notice any slight bit of logical thinking there is, as evidenced by me having you as my partner here tonight. That was probably one of the most logical decisions I've made. Right? Am I right or am I right? You are awful quiet.
You are so right,
You're awful
Dave.
quiet over there.
You know, I've never
Mr.
met
V-Dub.
someone more right.
V-Dub, now do you have some stock with Volkswagen? I think you could coin that nickname, V-Dub.
I do not own any stock, Dave. I'm a minor.
You can still own stock.
But I feel that I shouldn't own stock until I'm of age as an adult. I feel that that's just a requirement that I need to have.
That is a great line. I cannot own stock. I'm a minor. Back to the action. Falcons have a throw in their attacking third. Fatigue has seemed to set in a little bit. I mean, a 40-minute half. Assuming that the conditioning levels have stayed the same, you'd think we'd be ready to go, but play has slowed a little bit. Falcons came out very aggressive in the first 5 or 10 minutes. Got to be emotional. You know, had senior Vanessa Lopez, injured all year, but come out and actually have the first touch to start the game, and then was carried off by her teammates. So Falcon ladies no doubt had some adrenaline pumping to start the game, and that showed. But it has slowed down a little bit here in the last 10 minutes of the half. The referees told us at the beginning of the match, we do have the temporary scoreboard set up on the sidelines, but as that ball goes in, not a problem for Briggs. We do have the temporary scoreboard set up on the sideline. At 2 minutes, I believe, 2 minutes, the clock will stop, and the officials will have the official time because they are officials, and their time is what matters. They will have the time, so when it gets down to 2 minutes, we really won't have an exact time of how much is left in the half. But we will do our best for all our fans. If you are listening live to us on television, please sign on to the message board. Let us know that you're alive and well and where you are broadcasting from. Alyssa gets a nice ball. That is a heavy trip. Alyssa was well in on goal there, and that is going to be a yellow card.
That deserved it. That was,
I don't know. That looked very, very intentional. Alyssa really had no defenders in front of her. Easily could have been a red card. Great to see Alyssa up and walking that off. She did have a little bit of a sore ankle in the last few weeks, and that was very unfortunate. So the Falcons will have a free kick here as Melissa Lopez is on the ball, staring down a 4-man wall of Buhach defenders in front of her. Having a conversation with the official as he backs up the wall.
Falcons have a great opportunity to score here and get some points on the board.
Melissa shoots in. Great save by Taylor Briggs. Not out of the woods yet. Sends it back in a little high for, that looks to be, is that Myra? I think that's Myra Zuniga. That is Myra Zuniga. A little high on that header opportunity. Yesenia Gonzalez will clear ahead, and that was a great chance, an even better save. Here we go again. Perez onto Alyssa Ruiz as she takes a shot in, and that will just barely go off Taylor Briggs's left glove. The Falcons have earned a corner kick.
Falcons seem to have the momentum right now. Let's see if they can keep this up and get a goal.
Absolutely. The one official having a conversation with Maniz. We have a brief interruption here. We will get an announcement shortly to our fans.
The officials have asked that any spectators refrain from blowing any whistles or blowing any air horns.
We are back. A brief interruption in play. The Falcons have a corner kick. Sends it in, and that will be a little wide of the cage. Excuse me, the net. Nearing the end of the first half. 2 minutes left. About, give or take, 30 seconds or so. 2 minutes in the half. So your thoughts on the half so far, Hans?
It seems that Atwater's been quite on the offensive side most of the time. Buhach's had a few chances. I think Atwater's had some better opportunities, but still haven't been able to put it away.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that analysis. Atwater has been the aggressor here in the first half. Great to see for the Falcons, who in their last meeting at Falcon Field went down early, 1-0, and came back with a goal off the foot of Nancy Fuentes.
That is correct. You want that announced among other things at halftime? Will do.
We're getting a score in.
Also on a red card, we're playing with 10 players.
Getting a score update in from the Turlock-Pittman game. Pittman is leading 1-0 at halftime. And we did get some breaking news that Turlock is playing with a red card, so they are playing a man down. 10 women on the pitch. So looking very nicely for the Falcons. If they can, Falcons can do their part again. If they win and Turlock loses, Falcons will be outright CCC League champs. Falcons come into tonight's matchup on a 6-game winning streak. Had a little bit of a bumpy start to league play, but have been on a torrid stretch in the past 6 games, winning all 6, getting back into the not only playoff conversation, they've locked up a playoff spot, but a league champion conversation. I mean, it hasn't happened in a long, long time. 1996, last time the Lady Falcons had a league championship. So quick math tells me that is 18 years? 17 years. Yes.
Yeah, 17
Thought you were
years.
the mathematician here, statistician Hans, but I guess I was wrong. And that will do it for the first half. Score 0-0 from Falcon Field. We will anxiously await Mr. Braga's phone call. I do not really even want to anticipate what he is going to ask. I don't even know where he is. He could be in Cuba by now, maybe Saudi Arabia, could be in Uzbekistan, New Zealand. I don't know. He could be anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
he is like that old show, Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I don't know if you were even alive.
I don't think so.
So we need to make a new version. And here he is, Mr. Braga. He is on the phone. Yes, Mr. Braga. Yes, Mr. Braga, you are on. Nobody can actually hear you because you are in my phone. Let me see if I can get you on speakerphone here and see if that will work. Go ahead, Mr. Braga. Yes, you're on. You're on. You asked me that already. You're on. Yes, talk loud.
First of all, I'm in New York City, Dave.
You're in New York.
I'm kind of bummed out, so I'm going to tell you why. First of all, my Knicks lost tonight to the Boston Celtics in Game 5 of the NBA playoffs. The Giants are losing right now 4-1. Atwater High lost. They've been in baseball. It's not a good day. But I turn on television, and this is the most entertaining soccer game I've ever watched, Dave.
Okay, so recapping for the fans, you are in Times Square, New York City. Just left the.
No, Dave, I'm in the Bronx.
Oh, you're in the Bronx. Oh, you're in the Bronx. Man, you are a tough character. So you watched the Knicks lose to Boston, to the Celtics. So that series is now 3-2.
Correct, Dave. It was a tough game. The most depressing news is Chris Kelly died. Dave, you know who Chris Kelly is?
Absolutely not.
Chris Kelly is part of the hip-hop band Criss Cross of the 90s. They say jump, jump.
Yes.
You know what that is, Dave?
Absolutely not. I have absolutely no idea who you are talking to or talking about.
The point is, Dave, I hope you can hear me, Dave. I hope all the listeners can hear me. You guys are doing a great job. That color guy, that, whatever his name is, Warmer Van or whatever his name is, he's doing a great job. The camera is on point. It looks like there's a packed house at Falcon Field.
Yes, my color analyst, Hans Van Warmerdam. I know it's tough to pronounce, Van Warmerdam. He is a man of many words and has provided great commentary thus far.
Yeah, he's breathtaking. You remind me a lot of John Madden.
John Madden, the great NFL broadcaster.
Yeah, he's got a future in this business. And the camera guy, I don't know who that is, but he should work for Fox, Dave.
Well, I'm sure she actually, it's Gabby Avila, could give Joe Buck a run for his money. Yes, absolutely. We will pass it along. The congratulations. Anything else you would like to add?
Am I still on, Dave? Am I on?
Yeah, you're on, but you're wasting my time here. Get on with it.
Hey, so how about today, Dave? Me and our principal, Alan Peterson.
Yes, great man.
We went down to KYOS, a radio station here in New York City, and we talked about television.
Yes.
The world is caught on, Dave.
That's fantastic. Let me recap for the viewers. You went down to KYOS, which sounds like it's some prominent radio station in New York City, with Alan Peterson, the fantastic principal of Atwater High, and put Talon Vision on the map.
That is correct, Dave.
Talon Vision is on the. I'm broadcasting live. I am a worldwide. We are a worldwide broadcasting team. Is that what you're telling me, Nathan? This is breaking news.
I'm telling you, Dave, I'm in Bronx, New York, and I'm at the ESPN zone. And
Oh, yes.
television is being broadcast zone in Bronx, New York, Dave.
That is the best news I have heard all day. Had I won the lottery, what you just told me right now would have been better news than winning the lottery. You say we are broadcasting live from the Bronx in color from ESPN. Fantastic.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, you know, Nate, I'm tired of talking. This interview is over.
That's it. Tell that former band guy, the hands warmer band.
Yes.
He's doing a great job. I gotta go.
Okay, Van Warmerdam. Yes, Van Warmerdam is his name. Yes.
Yeah, whatever. Bye.
Bye. Great insight from Nathan Braga. He's all the way in the Bronx. That was one of the last places I would have guessed that he would be. But he says, for those viewers that were not able to hear him clearly, our microphone was a little shaky. He is broadcasting live. Excuse me. He is watching our broadcast live from the Bronx at the ESPN Zone. That is phenomenal news. We are live in the biggest city in the United States.
That really is great news. My question is, how did he get there? I saw him this morning.
He was in school for first period, and I believe, did we see him at lunchtime?
Not really.
I think he may have snuck out after first period. He may be playing a little hooky today, but,
Yeah, well,
he does
all the
what
way
he
to New
needs
York.
to do, and he got to New York to watch his beloved Celtics, New York Celtics. Excuse me. Celtics.
Boston Celtics.
No, excuse me. He watched the Knicks. That did not sound right.
The New York Knicks.
The New York Knicks.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a Knicks fan. The New York Knicks unfortunately lose to that's what I was getting at. They lost to the Celtics. That's what I was trying to get at.
I am a Celtics fan, and I'm never going to let him hear the end of that one.
Oh, yeah. They have gotten a little closer to evening that series. It is now 3-2. Unfortunately, though, the Giants are losing. They've actually just scored in the top of the fifth. Pagan double to left field. Blanco with the goal.
Second half here. Atwater and Buhach would like to thank you guys for being in attendance. Please show good sportsmanship towards both teams.
Looks like we have the second half underway.
Let's see if the Falcons can bring back or maintain that momentum that they had in the first half and stay on the aggressor side.
Absolutely. Be great to see the Falcons get a goal across here in the second half. Again, if you're just joining us, we are beginning the second half of Atwater versus Buhach Colony senior night. Very emotional night here for our Lady Falcons. In other CCC action, Turlock is playing Pittman right now. And the implications for that being that if Pittman were to beat Turlock, who has already locked up at least a share of CCC, if Atwater were to lose tonight, if Atwater were to win and Pittman were to beat Turlock, so Turlock loses, Atwater and Turlock would be tied at atop the points standings for the CCC. And the Atwater Falcons control the tiebreaker. So they would be league champs. So a lot riding here on this second half. See if we can't get a goal across as the Falcons are coming out aggressive here in the first half, defending nicely. Anytime Buhach gets a ball into their zone, one, maybe two defenders coming to attack very shortly thereafter. Gonzalez heads that forward to Nancy Fuentes. Sent even further by Liz Magana, looking for Alyssa Ruiz. She finds her. Back to Fuentes, who in the middle can pass. She sends it up to Brianna Perez. Falcons may be on here. That ball will sail near the sideline and go out of bounds off a Buhach defender, and the Falcons will have a throw deep in their zone. We have a little change in our team here. Colin Finn a little bit of a legend here at the Talon Vision team. He is now on the camera. And Colin, I do have to say, you have some big shoes to fill here, bud. Gabby Avila did a phenomenal job getting all the action. Early reports from our message board say that everything was perfect in view. So, fantastic job, Gabby Avila. That looked to be a handball. Were you paying attention, Hans?
Yes, that
Okay.
was a handball.
Thank you. Handball by the Falcons, and they had a clearance immediately stolen by the Falcons, and they gave it right back to the Thunder, who sent it forward. And really the Thunder unable to get much going on the offensive end. The Falcons are always there, intercepting passes, you know, on the man, on the defender very quickly. So unable to get anything going here. Joy Wilcox will give chase. She saves it with a nice back kick. And the Falcons having to defend a little bit here. Do so nicely. We get anything on our message board, Hans?
No.
Or are you checking the message board?
I'm not qualified to do that, I don't think.
Well, it's very easy. You have a smartphone, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You can navigate to playonsports.com.gov.edu.org. I know it's a lot of dots.
That is quite a few dots.
Yeah, a lot of dots, a lot of govs, a lot of orgs. And there's actually a slash after that, /Talon Vision, semicolon, message board, and you'll be there. Got to work on cleaning that URL up a little bit. Alyssa in on the goal, and that will be cleared aside for a very exciting corner kick. Are you doing something behind my back, Hans?
I am not doing anything behind your back, Dave.
Okay, because every time I look back there, you
I'm stretching.
abruptly
I'm stretching.
pull your hands back. Something's going on here. I'm a little nervous. We have a corner kick for the Falcons. Sent in, and Taylor clears it momentarily. She was on the ground for a brief couple of seconds. Would have been a great opportunity for the Falcons to send in a touch, but they were unable to get a foot on the ball. It's like the official on the far side called a foul on Yesenia Gonzalez for the rough challenge. Isn't that right, Hans?
That is absolutely right, Dave. I don't think I could have said it any better.
Well, I don't know about that, but I would like you to give a little bit more of that great insight you had in the first half. How do you see this game shaping up so far? Sent in. Valeria Perez does a great job.
Well, I was about to say that Atwater.
Valeria, excuse me, is it Valeria or Valeria? It's Valeria. See, I was mispronouncing her name. I apologize. Valeria has a really a diehard fan who just screamed at the top of their lungs that they in fact love her. So she has a secret admirer maybe in the stands, who maybe isn't so secret anymore.
Not after that yell. I don't think.
There's a giant pole in my way, and it's making it very difficult to see. Just want to let you know, Hans, in case you were concerned. We should. Colin, another great insight from Colin Finn. Anybody have a handsaw in the area? You can come help us remove this wooden pole right in my way. Thunder have a throw at midfield. immediately controlled by the Falcons. So again, the Thunder really unable to get anything going in their half. Great deflection by Alyssa Ruiz as the Falcons again in on goal.
Picked up by Taylor Briggs.
Now, is that Sydney? Is that Sydney Briggs in the ballgame? In the mat? That is Sydney Briggs. So a little close call there for the siblings. Brianna controls, sends it forward, looking for Alyssa, and that is controlled again. Oh, Alyssa controls again marvelously, sends it to Brianna, who sent it wide looking for a cross. Falcons here doing a great job keeping the ball in their offensive zone. Swing it back around here for Fuentes in the middle. Misplayed that one a little bit.
Thunder with a chance for a counterattack.
That might have been Buhach's best chance of the night, and the Falcons really handled that nicely. I mean, I really didn't know what else to say. That was beautiful. Great great football by the Falcons. What's so funny? Cleared by the Falcons. Yesenia Gonzalez into the ballgame. She is making her presence felt all over the defensive third. A great back-end defender for Steve Maniz and the Lady Falcons. Buhach with a substitution who I cannot identify at this time. As she turns around, number 12 enters in for Buhach Colony. Unfortunately, do not have any stats for the Lady Thunder tonight, but they have been playing well. Their league record may not show it, but they do have some skilled position players out here really giving the Falcons a tough test. Controlled here nicely. This is probably one of the best offensive possessions in terms of length. The ball being in the offensive third. That's sent in. Still asking questions of the Falcon defense. They will have to clear here. And they do so. Well, actually they don't. The Thunder have earned a corner kick. So they will be looking for a chance to score. Send something into the penalty box. It comes in. Cleared by the Falcons.
Back in Buhach possession. They are really battling for this ball here.
That was a great save by Valeria and very closely defended by the Buhach forwards. And the Falcons not out of the woods yet. Buhach with another throw. So the longer this ball stays in possession, Yesenia Gonzalez with a great clear. The longer this ball stays in possession of the Buhach Colony offensive third, you got to think the ball could bounce the wrong way. You know, we got to just clear it out, and they do momentarily. Thunder with a throw from the far side of the field, which Colin Finn has perfectly placed in the camera view for all of you viewers. As we heard earlier, viewers watching us live in the Bronx, New York. They're watching us live. The Bronx, New York City. Mr. Braga somehow got out of work today and flew to the Bronx to watch his Knicks play. They lost to the Celtics, but he is watching us live on television, so we are broadcasting on the East Coast. Step in here whenever you want, Hans. Man of many words. Couldn't have said it better myself. Not quite sure what's going on with Mr. Van Warmerdam, but he is unable to speak at the moment. As the Falcons, with a great chance, sends it forward to Valerie Ruiz. That woke me up. Off to her sister Alyssa, who sends it in. Controlled very, very cleverly by Taylor Briggs. Challenged again by her sister Sydney Briggs. Freshman starter for your Lady Falcons soccer team. Looks like we have a foul, and the Falcons will have a free kick.
Both teams appearing to be a little anxious for that goal. It is the second half, and the score remains 0-0.
Yes, very anxious.
With the pressure on the game of a rival and senior night, and the possibilities of being CCC champs, you know the Falcons are really, really hoping to get this win.
That ball sent forward, controlled by the Thunder, and they just clear it off to the side, so the Falcons will have a throw. Falcons will have a throw on their offensive side of half. As a substitution came on for the Falcons. Not quite sure who it was yet. Hans, were you able to see who came in? Looks like Joy Wilcox again. I think Joy came in. She's been off and on for Steve Moniz. Is it not? That may be Jasmine.
Yeah.
Berrigan.
I think that
Jasmine
is
Berrigan. Jasmine and Joy, not only do their names both start with the letter J, but they do look awfully similar from up here in the press box. So a little tough to pick them out. Falcons with a throw here will look to start a counterattack as Valerie Ruiz throws that on, looking for the head of a teammate. Cleared by Yesenia Gonzalez. The Falcons will retreat to defense and prepare for a Thunder throw. Cleared very nicely, sent forward by Brianna Perez. Jasmine stumbled just a bit. She recovers to control the ball for a second. Looks to find a teammate. Stolen quickly by the Thunder. Tough challenge. Tough challenge there. Valerie pops right back up and looks to be okay. Nice to see these Lady Falcons playing with some toughness tonight. Playing, for the seniors, for a league championship, chance at a league championship. We will update you with scores from the Pittman-Turlock game as they come in. As of right now, all we know is that they went into the half with a score of 1-0 Pittman. And the Turlock Bulldogs also were slapped with a red card. Slapped, I guess, would be the correct adjective there. That is a great through ball sent on forward to Valerie. She will look to get a cross in. She does so to Jasmine, who was offsides. Jasmine, a few steps ahead of her defender. So as one offensive attack goes begging for the Falcons, they are right back in with some great defensive play. They control the ball and looking for more offensive chances. Thunder with a throw. Substitution coming on for Buhach Colony. Looks like number 18 will head off. And number 7 comes on for the Thunder. That throw eludes Melissa Lopez momentarily. Sent in forward by Liz Magana all the way through to Taylor Briggs, and she will control it for a goal kick. She sends it forward looking for the foot of a teammate, but she finds Melissa Lopez's foot, who unfortunately wears the blue and white for Atwater. Cleared very nicely by Yesenia Gonzalez. She is deceptively very fast. If you watch her move laterally, you know, left and right across the pitch, she moves very fast. And I have her as a student, you know, and she really doesn't move that fast at all during the school day. But it's something about soccer. And she is crazy fast. So that's great to see for the defense of the Falcons. She sure is right in the center. The center stopper at through pass looked to be in good position, but a little bit long for, is that Jasmine? But believe it was Jasmine Berrigan. Thunder will have a throw as we near halfway of the second half here from Falcon Field. Score is 0-0. Both teams with some chances. The Falcons with considerably more offensive chances. The ball has spent a lot of time in the Falcon third. Great cross by Ruiz, and Brianna Perez will send a bouncing ball into Taylor Briggs, who controls it nicely. So another great chance for the Falcons. Set up by a great crossing pass from Valerie Ruiz. Freshman starter for the Falcons. Off to a senior, Brianna Perez, who looked to light the lamp, if I can coin a hockey phrase. Bringing them all in.
Light a lamp. What
Yeah,
phrase?
light the lamp, score a goal. You know, in hockey, when you score a goal, there's a lamp behind the net that turns red to signify that a goal has been scored.
Is that a lamp or is that just a light?
It's a light, but they call it a lamp because it used to be lamps. It used to be like
I'm very unfamiliar with hockey terminology.
The oil and flame, you know, lamps from the olden days. They used to actually light a lamp when somebody scored. I know, crazy. I never would have thought. Yesenia, excuse me. Valerie. Not Valerie. Yeah, that was Valerie Ruiz. But Yesenia Perez. Yesenia Gonzalez. I cannot talk right now. Hans, you got to take over. Is my mic not working? Hans, you got to take over.
Atwater with a throw-in. Cleared out of bounds again by Yesenia.
Yes, Yessie, as she is referred to by loyal friends and companions. That ball sent nicely forward. Alyssa on the chase.
Right back
and
into
Buhach
Buhach
right back
possession.
into the, excuse me. Go ahead, Hans. That was a great call
I said
there.
that was right back into Buhach possession.
Yes, it was.
And now for a goal kick by the Atwater keeper.
Yes, Valeria. Valeria is her name.
Still 1-0 Pittman, 10 minutes left.
1-0 Pittman, 10 minutes to go in the game. A breaking news story. Wish there was a way we could relay that score down to our ladies. Maybe give them a little extra motivation. Hey, the CCC crown is ripe for the taking, at least for the foreseeable future. Pittman beating Turlock 1-0. Nancy sends a great through pass up to Joy Wilcox. Looks to find Alyssa, but Alyssa was a little bit offsides as the hand of the line judge goes up. Buhach will have a free kick.
As this game narrows down to the final minutes, both teams really need to take their time with these opportunities.
Absolutely. Falcons need to be very opportunistic with balls that find the feet of their forwards. Complete a few passes and get a ball in the back of the net. That ball goes through. And looked to be very troubling for the Falcon defense. But again, Yesenia Gonzalez there for the clearance. Valeria Perez right behind her. That goes out of bounds for a Atwater goal kick. Will be taken by Melissa Lopez. She sends that one on nicely to Valerie Ruiz, controlled by Nancy Fuentes. She sends it forward looking for Alyssa Ruiz, but a foul was called, so Nancy will take it back where the foul was committed and have a free kick. Again, Melissa Lopez on the ball. Sends it forward to Nancy Fuentes. Back to Melissa Lopez, who misjudged where her teammate was going to be, and the Thunder have a little bit of an opportunity here. A great through pass to number 11 for the Thunder, and she shoots and she scores. Great through pass.
Great
and
shot.
The goal, cross cage for the Thunder. And that may spell disaster for the Falcons.
Great execution by the Thunder. The Falcons need to take that and turn around and score themselves if they want to have a chance at winning this game.
Yeah, we are nearing 30 minutes gone in the second half. Falcons running out of time. Great through pass here quickly. Oh, just out of the reach of Valerie, a little Alyssa Valerie Ruiz connection there. siblings didn't even have to talk. They just thought to each other. That's how siblings work. I mean, you have a few siblings yourself, right? You don't even have to say anything. They just know what you're thinking. Am I correct?
You are correct, Dave. They look identical from where we are sitting, and it shows in their communication on the field.
Yeah, I mean, I actually have to look at the number to actually identify who they are. I mean, they have the exact same color shoes on, same color hair. Obviously, they're wearing the same uniform, so which can't be said for the Briggs sisters. One is wearing the black and gold of the Thunder. Another wears the blue and white of the Falcons. That goes out of bounds. Falcons quick to the ball. Nancy Fuentes with the throw into Melissa Lopez, who will send it forward, looking for a Atwater forward. But that one is controlled by Taylor Briggs as she sends it forward. Controlled nicely by the Falcons, Valerie Ruiz.
Cleared by the Thunder.
Yeah, cleared. So a little bit of a counterattack mounting for the Falcons. Alyssa will have a throw from about the 25-yard line or so. These Falcon fans try to rile up, send some energy down to our players here. These stands are rocking and rolling. First signs of life here from the Falcon fans. This is great to see and hear. They are still here supporting their girls. Controlled briefly by the Thunder. Last touched by the Falcons, so the Thunder will keep possession and have a throw. Nearing the 30-minute mark in the second half, 10 minutes remaining for the Falcons to get a goal on the board. But unfortunately, now it will take it's now 2-0 Pittman, but it will take 2 goals from the Falcons. The Falcons need to win, if I'm correct, Mr. Brewer. A tie will not get them enough points.
Tie drops into third. Loss or tie drops into third.
A loss or tie will drop them to third place in CCC standings. So the Falcons desperately looking for now 2 goals as the pressure mounts.
2-0 Pittman with 4 minutes left in that game.
Great here, moving forward by Alyssa, sends it in, and Taylor Briggs has been nothing short of stellar between the woodwork for the Thunder tonight. She handled that shot beautifully from the left corner off the foot of Alyssa Ruiz. Thunder here mounting a little bit of a counterattack as the Falcon defense seems to have fatigued a bit. Ball spending a lot more time in the Thunder offensive third. Again, Alyssa, she really has the legs to get by any defender up that sideline. She has done that multiple times. That cross, well, attempted clearance by the Thunder will go out of bounds, but it did its job. It came back to about midfield. Substitution in on for the Falcons and the Thunder, as one of their players actually drops to her knees as the coaches and training staff come sprinting out to her assistance. Number 18 is down on the pitch for the Thunder, so a little stoppage of play here. Looks like we're going to have a little break in the action. Number 18 for the Thunder is up and being helped off the field. But unfortunately, the clock is ticking away for the Falcons, so they will anxiously run back onto the field and get in position as they need a couple goals here in the last few minutes, as we are getting word that Pittman is ahead of Turlock now 2-0 with under 4 minutes to play in the second half. Again, a Turlock loss coupled with a Falcon win would have given Atwater the CCC title outright. So they have a little bit of work to do for 2 goals here. They are down 1-0. That ball in to Valerie, who sends a cross in, and the Thunder fans like the clearance there by the defenseman. That ball actually went into the parking lot. So the officials will have to get a new ball. That ball is hugged the sideline.
Buhach defense really seems to be on this second half.
Yeah, they are clearing balls nicely. Putting a little extra oomph on them actually too. Taking as much time as they need. That ball comes right off the post. That was a great shot by Melissa Lopez, curving high and deep through the Atwater air right off the corner of the post. That would have been a great equalizer. The Falcons here do have a throw deep in their zone. Thunder will clear for another corner kick. So the Buhach Thunder defense will have to come to the rescue here. Ball sent in, and that one is,
just missed by.
Just off the outstretched foot of Valerie Ruiz. That was the best shot the Falcons have had all night, and it may prove to be one of their last.
Final 2-0.
And that game, Turlock-Pittman has gone final. So Pittman defeats Turlock 2-0 in the last game of their season, last game of their season. 2-0. Pittman winners over Turlock. With just under 4 minutes left here in the second half, the Falcons are gonna have to come up with 2 very quick goals to get back in this game. It looks like a goalie change. Taylor Briggs maybe was injured on that cross, and she has passed off the goalie jersey to a teammate. So the Thunder will have a free kick inside the penalty box. Well, we are reaching the 3-minute mark here, so 3 minutes remaining in the second half, as the Thunder will corral that. Official checking his watch to see how much added time he will award this second half. Liz Magana with a nice throw forward, cleared beautifully by the Thunder as the Atwater defense is up near half to send any balls back into the attacking offensive third. That one cleared nicely forward by the Thunder over the goal line for a goal kick. Valeria Perez will have it. Liz Magana will take it from the penalty box. She sends that one forward to Melissa Lopez. That caroms off a Buhach Colony Thunder's thigh. And the Falcons will throw into Alyssa Ruiz, who heads it forward. On to Valerie Ruiz, who sends it forward yet again. And that one cleared by the Thunder. A little unfortunate to see Thunder players unnecessarily clearing the balls, way further than they need to, kicking them into the stands to waste as much time as they can. That clearance did not go the way she planned it, and that one will go out for a throw. Valerie Ruiz on with the throw. She sends it forward to her sister, Alyssa Ruiz, back to Valerie, who crosses it in. And she was offsides. Alyssa was offsides there. So the clock has stopped with 2 minutes left. Did not catch how much added time, so we will anxiously await the referee's whistle. Falcons here played a great match. Look to maybe come up a little short on their quest for a victory. Thunder will have a late substitution here. Ideally, defensive substitution to prevent the Falcons from scoring so they can secure the win here. Be a great win for the Thunder. Only their 4th in league play. And Alyssa Ruiz in on goal. She controls momentarily. Looks to be that in the second half here, Hans, the balls have really just been bouncing Buhach's way. The Falcons were so good, so aggressive in that first half, and now the ball's just not bouncing their way.
Yeah, the momentum's really been favoring Buhach in the second half, and they were given a couple opportunities and put the ball away in one of them.
Absolutely, yeah, they made the most of their chances for sure. That one sent over the sideline. So the Falcons still with some life here to reach a 1-1 draw. Alyssa will send it back to Sydney, who sends it in to the zone. She will get a second try. That one out for a throw. This Falcons really moving quickly here as time is winding down. And that will be a corner kick. So maybe one last chance here as Valeria Perez is sprinting down the sideline, down the middle of the field for the Falcons, as the Falcons have an extra person in on goal. That one will go out of bounds, and a lot of our fans will exit with that ball going outside, going off the sideline. Thunder will have a throw. Look to be only seconds maybe remain in this game. So a well-fought game from both sides. Unfortunately, the Falcons come up a little short here. And compounding the frustration, Pittman, again in CCC play, Pittman beating Turlock 2-0. A little bit of an upset as Turlock really was on a hot streak to finish their season. They had won 7 in a row, besting the Falcons by one game, by one win in their win streak. Falcons came into this game on a 6-game winning streak. The Turlock Bulldogs had won 7. They are sitting atop the league. So even with the loss tonight, they still will share at least part of the CCC crown. We'll have to see how the other standings shape up. But it's, you know, it's nice to see our girls here not giving up here. Alyssa Ruiz on the ball very quickly. She has earned another corner kick. So these fans may want to stop where they are as the Falcons have yet another chance for a ball in on goal. Alyssa Ruiz here will send it in. And that one will go out for a goal kick. So unfortunately, Alyssa unable to find a teammate on that cross. And with that, looks to be only a matter of possibly seconds here until the end of the game. But there was a long delay, and that will be it. The Thunder will steal one here from the Falcons on senior night. Final score 1-0 from Falcon Field. So nothing really to hang their heads about for the Falcons. They had a little bit of a missed opportunity to win a league championship. But again, can't say enough. These girls have fought back, winning 6 in a row up until tonight. 6 games in a row, fought back into playoff contention, earned a playoff spot for the first time in 10 years. So the Falcons still have more soccer to play. It'll be tough to see these seniors head off the field for likely their last game, as I don't believe the Falcons will get a chance to host a playoff game. So be a little bit emotional for our seniors, but a very, very impressive finish to the season to get back into the playoffs. Falcons, we will get you that matchup shortly here. It's been fun having you out here at Falcon Field. For Hans van Warmerdam, Gabby Avila, and now Colin Finn on the camera, we will leave you with some sights from Falcon Field as the players, very sportsmanlike, shake each other's hands. Great to see, even 2 crosstown rivals, still a little bit of bitterness on the field, but they always finish a game with a handshake, so that's nice to see. A lot of these girls, I'm sure, are friends with one another, and we will leave you with that from Falcon Field. We will see you next time on Talon Vision.